More Zama Zamas emerge from Stilfontein shaft in northwest.
Let's go to this story now. Over 10 illegal miners are expected to appear in the Stilfontein Magistrates Court in the northwest. The group is part of the illegal miners who were brought to surface last week from a disused mine shaft. More illegal miners are expected to come out from underground this week. Newsroom Africa's Nico Mhlabe is now joining us from Stilfontein. Nico, very good morning to you. So tell us about what is expected to happen today with this, with the court appearance of these suspects, but also the operation to retrieve some of the other illegal miners who are still underground.
Good morning, Aldrel. Yes, indeed, we are expecting those 10 or more illegal miners to appear before the Stilfontein Magistrate Court this particular morning, but also it's a continuation of various appearances made by illegal miners starting from last week. And I remember on Wednesday, over 250 illegal miners, appeared before the magistrate, and there were various challenges, in relation to those proceedings, whether it's an identification of all the suspects correctly or some were missing, but also the logistics of transporting them from various police stations, in the nearby towns, near to Stilfontein. I'm talking about Potchefstroom, Rustenburg, and Orkney as well. So all these illegal miners, as they've been coming up onto the surface in their numbers, they've also been appearing before the magistrate, in their numbers, and that has led to some administrative challenges, whether, it's how these guys or illegal miners are transported into court, but also the safety and security inside the courtrooms as well have been a bit of a challenge to some extent. The media has been barred from, covering some of the proceedings due to the number of illegal miners who have to be inside that courtroom. So those have been the challenges. But as far as the number of those who are resurfacing, on an average day, last week we saw about 40 people coming out a day, and of course that has led to SAPS and the Hawks having to process all those illegal miners so that they can be ready to appear before the magistrate. And of course all that process has to be done individually, so each and every suspect has to be profiled, has to be investigated, and face several charges specifically, in regards to an individual and what they have been charged with. So that's what is going to be continuing today and towards the rest of the week. But as far as the rescue operations are concerned, Minister Senzo Mchunu had reinforced the task team, which is shared by the MEC of Community Safety in this province. So the additions to that task included several organizations, SAFTU, SACP, but also, the human rights organizations which have been vocal in terms of the needs of those illegal miners who are currently underground. So today we are expecting the MEC to come here at Stilfontein to meet with those stakeholders so that it can pave the way and give more details in terms of when exactly will the experts be going back to the scene or to the shaft to resume their operations. Remember, Minister Mchunu had not announced the specific day, so we're expecting to get those specific details as soon as that meeting to be chaired by the committee chairperson, who's the MEC, today here. And of course, we're expecting that to happen at about 12 midday today.